We saying people then welcome back to another video. I'm back again, brother. And this ticker is wrong. I always say this, but ticker is wrong. I think we're 2 or 3 away from hitting 2,100 subs. This stream will probably hit it. But make sure you subscribe and follow every single person who jumps into the stream. Do you know what I'm saying? Love all of you guys for always putting your comments as well. I see you, Cole Palmer, always hit early. Xavi Simmons giving PTSD. I spoke about this 3 weeks ago. No one wanted to believe me. And this is why I get PTSD. But I think the deal will get done. But I can kind of explain what Ben Jacobs said, the complications within that. We haven't had much Chelsea news today, which is interesting. But we'll still get into it anyway. And obviously, we saw this as well. FIFA will consider giving Chelsea automatic spot for the World Cup. We're going to speak on that briefly. And yes, let's talk Chelsea. Ches called it. One of our players would suffer a big injury heading into the season. Happens every single year. I literally said it last stream. And Joey was like, yeah, but you can't bank on injuries. And I was telling this guy, relax. Injuries are going to happen. And lo and behold, the next day, Levi Colwill is basically out for the whole of next season, which is the main talking point of this discussion. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a joke thing. But make sure you guys run the likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I think Football Terrors is going live, but we need to beat the odds, guys. We still need 100+ people in here, as per usual, when we stream. Do you know what I'm saying? We thank God to get it. But do me a favor and smash those likes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's do that. We just announce this and let's run it now. So be everyone in the building. We can get Jay in a minute into the building. Make sure we smash the likes. I want 40+ people in here. We'll get Jay involved. 18 days of Xavi Simmons advancing is jarring. I think he's done, but big complications a little bit. Be up, AKA, be it yourself. Be up, bless Ian. Man like Ches, love from Kenya. A lot of African viewers. Be it yourself, bro. Ches's peak. We need a CB. Hope it hasn't affected the Xavi deal. Legit. Be up, DK. Always showing different opinions. I appreciate that. Be up, Chelsea King as well. We need to sell Jackson to get Xavi and Garnacho in. Yeah, I think Kuko Jackson will have to leave to get one of his players in. That is true. I'm not going to call you man's bluff on that one. That is very, very true. Hopefully, by the way, we can have an update. And apparently, Brighton CEO said something. He said, I said many times they're our best customer. I wish Jow well. Chelsea have loyalty points to me. They keep coming back. He's being a bit cheeky there. Not going to lie to you, but Belabor maybe? You know what I'm saying? Olu said, you suck. Pause on that one. Be at everyone. Olu's a hater, of course. I'll be at Jay in the building, man. Be at Jay, man. What are you telling me?
Bro. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. The Colwill news isn't great. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's not great, man.
We'll do some bad news eventually, won't we?
Was you here, Jay, when I was talking about the debate with the squad? I think it might be the stream after you joined. But we had a massive debate with Joey and Jimmy. And they were like, oh, Joey was like, yeah, but you can't rely on injuries. Literally, the day later, Cole, the whole season he's gone.
Yeah. No.
Can't make this stuff up.
I actually said going into, regardless of I said at the start of the window we should sign another centre back anyway. I actually said that, and we've left it very late. We haven't even addressed our defence other than Hato, to be fair. But it doesn't even look like we're going to sign a centre back. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Is Badishile now going to stay? Is Viega now going to stay? That's going to be interesting to see what they do now or how they respond to this. Because
and that's what we're going to debate on now. Jay, that's what we're going to talk about today. That's literally what we're going to talk about today. Haran saying Van Hecke, is that the goalkeeper from Brighton, I swear?
No, it's a centre-back.
Oh, he's a centre-back? Oh, rah. They'll hike the price up, chat. That's the only problem. They'll hike the price up. As much as I rate... Do you rate him, Van Hecke? Do you even know who that is?
I haven't watched enough of him, to be honest. I've heard the name floating around, but he's...
I think it's because obviously the centre-back thing, people are getting a bit excited by it, innit?
But with the I'll be honest, with the Simmons thing, I get people's concerns. I'm still not at that point yet. I still think it will get done.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Jay, we'll talk on that one as well. We'll talk. Biot says I think he's saying hell no to Van Hecke. Yeah, we'll talk on Simmons, but let's start with the centre back issue. I wait for the others to join. Guys, keep giving me updates. Don't forget to smash those likes. Football Terrace is going live, but it doesn't matter. I want 100+ people in here, minimum today. Let's get that done as usual. Van Heck is solid, apparently, Jay. I wouldn't know. Let's talk about the centre back problem right about now. So, I want to get up on the screen, and me and Jay are going to deliberate over it, and you guys can put in your opinions. We also know the horrible news about Levi Colwill. I said it like that because he's from Trinidad, which is my country. So if you know, you know, innit? Big up the Caribbean people.
Is he? I thought he's from my country, Montserrat.
No, bro. He's half Trini. He visited Trinidad. His mum. I want to say his mum's side, or is his mum black or his dad black? I don't know.
I don't know
which one. But yeah,
I think he's from Montserrat, but yeah.
Nah, he's from Trinidad, bro. It's Levi Cole every single time. But it's meant, Jay, we've had to have this uncomfortable conversation about what we're going to do about the centre-back problem. And this is the news we got yesterday that everyone got worried about. My bad. And Jay, I'll read out here and we can get to discussion. Massive news yesterday, guys, as you can see on the screen. Chelsea have not activated any immediate emergency plan to sign new centre-back after the Levi Cole injury. Club has full trust in current squad. Also, Joe Hato joining last week and able to play centre-back stroke left-back.
If I'm honest, I think that's what the club's going to do. I think that our options are that they're either going to do, because I think Maresca likes having a left-footed centre-back. So I think it's either going to be Hato, or it's going to be Badiashile. And I think
with Hato coming in, yeah.
So like with this Colwill news, like, I get it's concerning because Colwill is probably one of our main starting centre back, but it's not like the worst thing that could have happened to us if we're being 100% honest.
Oh, like, JJ, lovely conversation. Let's talk 100%.
Yeah, it's not like the worst, like, because it's not as if Caicedo or Touchwood, if Caicedo or Palmer got injured, we'd be panicking a lot more now, wouldn't we?
Hey, don't even say those words, Jay.
Touchwood, yeah, but it's like he's not like as good as he's been towards the end of the season. It's not like we have centre back depth. Like if you want to play Tosin and Chalobah there, you can. You could even put Hato in there now. Like it could have been a lot worse. I'm still not happy about it. Like I'm still gutted for Colwill personally as a player because he's going to miss out on a season which looks like it could be a very good season for Chelsea. But like,
yeah, here's the thing. There's so many different permutations. Yeah. So let's go one at a time. Do you feel okay? Let me speak to chat and Jay. Yeah. So we can either do this, Jay. First question for you and the chat.
Yeah.
Is that news article PR? That's what. Firstly, chat, let's establish this. Is this PR? Put on the screen one time. So Jay can answer first, and the chat, just let me know. Are they just saying this like they said the goalkeeper? Remember, Jay, the goalkeeper of Man Yang? We don't want a new goalkeeper. The next day, we put in a bid for Man Yang. Is this PR? Or are we actually going to trust Viega or Badiashile Hato? Jay, what do you think? I'll give you my response. I'll wait for the chat as well. Is this PR, chat?
I don't think it is PR, if I'm honest. I don't think the board were gonna move. They haven't once said like they were gonna move for a centre back anyway in this window. And I think now that they've got Hato, now that they've got Hato in, I think they'll be like, you know what, he's played centre back a lot in the Eredivisie for Ajax. He can be an option. Plus, we know how much Maresca uses Badiashile as well in the Conference League. He started the Conference League final. So I don't expect Chelsea to go in for a centre back. So I don't think this is PR. I think this is genuinely what Chelsea plan to do. Obviously, they didn't anticipate that he'd get injured, and I think Hato's main thing when coming in was going to be a backup to Cucurella, but now he can play that left centre back role. What do you think?
Oh no, DK. Yeah, I'll give my opinion. Jay, what's DK? What are you referring to, bro? Your breakdown. Put it in the chat again, bro, so I can read it out. But I'm always intrigued to the breakdown. Jay, so you made some good points. I'm 50-50, you know. I hear what you're saying. I think they will trust, but at the same time, Jay, yeah, I feel like it depends on how they view Tosin and Chalobah. If they think Tosin and Chalobah are that cold and they want them to stay, then you don't need to get another centre-back. Even though we might disagree, you're right. Who have we been linked with this summer? Nobody. We haven't been linked with no right centre.
We've heard small spouts about Marc Guehi, but that's it.
Exactly.
That's the thing, right?
A few news articles. I think Indica put today. Chelsea exploring. I'm gonna put it on the screen in a second. But other than that, Jay, I haven't really heard anything regarding Chelsea and a centre back. So that's true from that perspective. But at the same time, they're also not going to say in public, "Oh yeah, guys, we've got about 10 centre backs and we trust none of them." They're not going to say that either. So would it surprise
I don't.
you, Jay, or chat, if we were about to get like Guehi? It wouldn't. But then again, it wouldn't surprise me. What do you think the best decision will be? Not what you think will happen. What do you think is the best decision, guys? Jay will
No,
answer
for me the
first.
best.
Best outcome
For
is
me
for
the
this
best
guy.
is
Yeah.
because
Go
I
on.
would have. I told, as I said at the start, I would have signed a centre back regardless of Colwill getting injured or not. Because I still had, especially going into the summer, before the Club World Cup, I still had doubts about the likes. But even Colwill, I still had doubts about him. Like, yes, he got better, but to be like the starting centre back for Chelsea, I would have thought if we brought in an experienced centre back, give like the younger one someone to like develop off of.
Yeah.
And Badishile, for me, I'm still not there yet. So I would have brought in another one anyway. So yeah, especially now with this Colwill news, yeah, 100% bring one in. But it's just like at the same time, you have to bring in the right one because we don't want to bring in another like Disassi or something like that. Because Tosin and Chalobah, as I said, I think Maresca wants a left-footed centre back to play that left centre back role, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
in
don't think he
addition to
wants
that,
to do. I don't think he wants to do both of them.
Yeah, in addition to that as well, yeah, it's the fact that Ben Jacobs said it correctly. Imagine you bring Marc Guehi, performs good up until February, Cole's back fit again, and now you've got two guys who want to start for the England team who play the same position. Like, what happens? And let's just say Fofana stays fit. Let's just say he does. Let's just assume, big up Andrew, yeah. Let's just assume.
Good. Is my mic
good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's just assume Fofana stays fit and we actually have Fofana and Marc Guehi all season, Jay. Imagine. Then Cole was back, who everyone was like upset about and crying about now. What do we do then? You got to think about all these issues. It's not just, in the moment, Jay. In the moment, everyone's like, yo, get a centre back in. For me, the only centre backs that would make the decision good is a top world class centre back in the market.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who is that, Jay? Who is that?
Bastoni.
Who is that?
Bastoni. Dare I say it?
I'm saying.
But you know what? It's so bad. I actually forgot about Fofana. That's how him not playing is like.
No one talks about him.
I almost forgot about him because you can't trust him to stay fit.
No. Literally, Jay, I've learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Andrew, was you there in the chat? Andrew's always in my chat. I know you was there. I swear down to you. Did I say, was you listening to me yesterday when I said with Joey, we were arguing about the injuries with Jimmy? And Jimmy was like, show me the fucking leg. And he was like, stop talking about injuries that they won't happen. Fofana is one of those players, Jay, we don't talk about. Like, we just don't talk about him because he doesn't exist.
Just don't.
There's no point. You get me? So
it's sad. It's sad, man. Because I think on his day he is actually our best centre back, but he's just never fit.
Bro, people think he's better. I think on paper his ability is better than like someone like Saliba. He's better than Saliba on paper. But he just can't.
He was.
No, Jay, I'm telling you, he's got better attributes than Saliba. I'm telling you.
He was rated higher than him at Saint Etienne, before, and then the Leicester leg break happened, and then.
There's a reason why, Jay, he got bought in his first season and Saliba went back out.
Right, but
it's not coincidence.
I've been listening to what you're saying, and I agree with Jay. I wanted a centre back before the Colwill thing, so my thing's not reacting to Colwill being injured. I feel like after Colwill, the centre backs are very like the same level. They're like squad player level, and I don't even
100%.
You talk about not counting for Fofana. I'm starting to not count Badishile.
Oh yeah,
he's always injured as well. Do you know what I mean? He's just the left-footed version of Fofana. You know what I mean? He's just like he's always.
The thing is, with him, it's like he's either injured or he's just in really bad form. Like we still don't know if he's actually good enough in a Chelsea shirt yet. That's the thing.
The reason we can't sell him is he's injured at the moment. He's not back till after September. The reason we can't sell him. But I'm like getting a centre back for me is now season defining for this club because Colwell's out for the season, in my opinion. Maybe like late. And remember, ACLs, we have no idea how long people take to even after recovery to get back to. Because the old saying is once you got a knee, you got a knee. So basically, you've got like a permanent injury, not like a ACL all the time, but you're like that knee is weak, and it also because you're relying on the other limb as well, it makes that you over rely on it, and that becomes weaker as well. We're not going to see Colwill properly until like next season. So the season he comes back.
It's always flipping. It's always when we need. Why do we always get these injuries? We're like, it's almost like
when.
always tells you we get the injury at the worst time. It happens all the time. Remember that season when we had I think it was post Champions League and we had a good run up until like November, and then we had both our fullbacks get injured. And it just ruined our whole.
Yeah, season. That's what I was going to ask. Was Chilwell's one against Juventus and ACL?
Yeah, Chilwell was
him
one,
and James both went out.
Chilwell was one, and then we started playing Reece James at left wing back, and then he got injured. He got injured as well. Chilwell was like right at the end of the Juventus game after we battered.
That 4-0 Juventus game. He was out for the season. I remember that.
Yeah, he was like out for like months or near the end, or like you said, whole season, and then James it was like weeks later or couple of weeks later or something like that. But I'm like, this is season defining for me. I'm obsessed with the goalkeeper. This is like even ahead of a goalkeeper for me.
And into that, DK's point of view, I think he was saying something similar for the goalkeeper. He's basically trying to say like they will sign their top centre back. He's given a few names, but they just don't want to come out and say that from a negotiation standpoint. There's two sides. You could call it PR that we're going to say, like I asked Jay before, I asked Andrew in the second, I asked his opinion. They're saying we don't want to get one. You could also say they're they actually are being truthful and they do trust him. So Andrew, what do you think? Do you think like DK reading between the lines, they're not going to come out and say, oh, yeah, by the way, we trust none of our centre backs? Or do you think it is the case where they'll trust Viega or Gerrard or something?
I wouldn't.
I say 50-50. I don't know.
I don't know with this lot. They can. Do you know what I mean? We hear like they all come out with their fine with goalkeepers, but then we in the nose tell us they're
literally example I gave.
Like Simon Phillips or something that will tell us that they're looking at goalkeepers or something like that, and it's like, what's going on? I just think it. I know the list from there. I don't know why Beraldo's on that list. He's rubbish.
I'm fan of Beraldo. I'm not Beraldo. I watched him in that Club World Cup final.
We made him put in a transfer request after we destroyed him in the Club World Cup. I know if someone's got that mentality, I don't want him. I don't want him in the team. The obvious for me, and people, the obvious for me is I know that we've had tentative links, right? But is Marc Guehi for me is the obvious choice, given that we've got the negotiation with Palace. We've got that 20% sell-on clause thing as well if he goes anywhere. And now he can play both sides. He plays left-hand side anyway, but he can play right-hand side. He's right-footed, but he can play. He does the John Terry thing where he plays left-footed, or he can play centre. But I just think we heard that people were, I mean, we can literally just tell him this defence is yours. Do you know what I mean? This literally.
No, it is actually. Do you know what makes the situation spooky? And I put the excuse on the screen. Indica. I don't know how reliable he is. People have been quoting him recently. I don't know much about him personally.
He's been pretty spot on this summer with
meaning spot on, meaning what? When he releases an article, the deal happens.
No, I understand. He's put out a lot of stuff before the big heads have put it.
Right. Okay.
David Ornstein bigged him up the other day.
Signed him up.
Yeah.
But do you know with Marc Guehi though?
Looking at Marc Guehi's situation. Yeah, talk to me. We'll do a little segment on him now. So I'll timestamp it. Go on, Jay. Yeah,
I was gonna say Marc Guehi for me. As much as I think he's a good centre-back, I don't think, as I say, because Levi Colwill, he's the left centre-back. And I spoke about how Maresca likes left-footed centre-backs.
Yeah.
So I don't think Marc Guehi makes a lot of sense in that aspect. As much as I take him, but I don't think he's going to want to come in and be a rotation with Tosin and Chalobah.
No, I don't think, no. I think he's, no. But I think he plays on the left, though. For Palace, he plays on the left. Like, I know he's right-footed, but he actually plays on the left for Palace. And I think he's a major upgrade on Tosin and Chalobah, in my opinion. I think he brings leadership as well. to this team. He's England's best defender. He's England's best defender at the Euros, and that was a defensive team as well in that Euros. For me, it's a logical, easy. Should be an easy deal on paper to do. It's just convincing him, and I think it's easier to convince him now by just saying, literally, this defense is yours. This defense is yours.
Here's the problem. Here's why it's an interesting debate, right? Because like I was telling Jay before, Andrew, the problem is the issue we have is we have so many injury-prone players. It's so unpredictable when they'll go down.
Yeah.
If they're going to stay fit, how long for? So why this is a problem, right? It's because if Marc Guehi comes in and does perform good for the next like 5, 6, 7, 8 months, to say, and the partner he's with stays fit, you now don't want to change that. So now you've effectively got 4 players behind them who could all generally play. Well, and that makes an issue if they're all fit, for example, 3 of them are, it makes it an issue. Even though you don't want it to issue.
But we are going into a campaign where we legitimately only got 2 fit centre backs. Because people might mention
right now, we only have.
That's actually very true.
People might mention Hato, but he's not been bought in for centre back. He was bought in to cover left back. He's not been bought in to cover centre back. He doesn't play
At the moment, we got 3.
Well, okay, but we all know Hato's legitimately been bought in as a Kukurea backup.
Yeah, or like.
Do you know what I mean? So we've legitimately only got 2 because I like you guys. I heard you. I don't count for Fofana. He's not even going to play in his friendlies. That's how he's not even going to play in his 2 friendlies.
Hey, Andrew, I'm going to bet. Hey, Andrew, watch this here. He'll play against Palace. I can guarantee my life he won't start the game after that.
Do you know?
He'll get taken off and then he won't start the game after.
Fofana's, this is a legitimate stat. Fofana's been here. We signed him in 2022. You know, Tossin's made more appearances than Fofana.
Same months.
And Tossin has been regularly used as a sub. And he's made. But Fofana, we looked up yesterday on Lewis's stream. Fofana's made 30. I think Fofana's made 36 appearances in total in 3 years, and Tossin's made 37. All last.
No, I'll be honest. With Fofana, this is his last chance. Yeah, if he keeps,
it's always been his last chance.
But the thing that's keeping it it's like the fact that he's a good centre back. We know he's a good centre back. If he was like a bad this year at the Sassy, we would have told him to leave.
The outcomes are the same. They don't play.
But the also thing about it is that people are like, I can understand it in the sort of thing. Oh, all right, we've got Trevor and Tossin. But you guys weren't bigging them up that much before. You only saw them as like squad players or like rotation pieces. Do you know what I mean? To play with Colwill or something like that. You weren't.
Yeah, they're fillers. They're squad fillers.
That's what I'm saying. Sign a centre back. Sign and make this centre back like a proper good one. So then they can like.
There's no point getting them on.
We don't need another squad one.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. He's better than what we have.
I think Guehi's underrated.
He's underrated, but he's still not like.
But we're not going to get.
Look at him and go, Andrew. Put it this way.
The issue is,
we don't have a world-class partner with him.
But we're not going to get that. The elite centre backs are very rare. Okay, they're probably rarer than strikers at this moment in time. Elite centre backs. Okay, looking at Van Dijk, then who?
Bastoni.
He's never leaving Italy, Bastoni, until he's like 34 or 35. Yeah, he's never. Inter Milan. They don't. The reason Inter Milan don't buy player or finances, there's a few things, and one of them is they tie down the midfielder and Bastoni to long-term contracts and pay them huge amounts of money more than anyone else because they don't want to lose those two jewels in the crown. Problem is, and our desperation is now key to this. All right, you have to look at our desperation. We can't give up. That's why the thing came out last night from Fab saying we haven't got an emergency plan or something. But we don't let other clubs know how desperate we are in this current situation we're in. But
they kind of have. They can't.
We're going to have to be that though. We're going to have to be humble in this. But look, we're looking at defenders. We're going to have to. We're in a position.
No, Andrew, the problem is you need to get rid of a few before you buy one of the.
But what, Andrew, what you just said.
In this position, we can't afford that. In this position.
But Andrew, That's what's making me think: are they even going to go for another centre back? Because they made it public to everyone that Levi Cole was going to be out. They've made it public that Levi Cole was out, so everyone knows about it now. Every team knows about it, so they're going to like hike up the price. If we go in for like one of their team's better centre backs, they're going to hike up the price. And knowing Chelsea, that's going to put.
But that's what's
making me think they're not going to.
That's why Guehi's really the only logical thing, because we got that 20% sell-on thing. That's why Palace always quote his.
No, it makes
that's
sense.
why Palace always quote his last season. That's why they wouldn't accept 70 million for Newcastle, because they had to give us 20% of the funds for him, or 20, whatever it is.
Let's ask the question: is Marc Guehi, where does he rank in terms of like, forget world class and whatever? How would you rank him as centre backs in the Premier League last season?
He's up.
If I was to find a tier system, where is he sitting in that tier system?
I think he's in the second. I think he's very strong second tier for me.
He's experienced. I think the things I like about him, he's got experience, leadership. He's good on the ball as well. He's not the tallest, but he still wins a fair few areas.
He's got a good leap on him. He's got a good leap.
Yeah, he's not the tallest. I think I'm taller than him, to be fair.
Yeah, so he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of he's not on the level of Van Dijk and Saliba, Gabriel for me. He's not on that level.
No.
I think he's England's best centre back, but that's not saying much if we're being honest.
No, it's not.
No, yeah. I think he's on the second tier below those three. I don't think those three.
Is he a top class centre back? Is that too much?
I'd say he's above average. Above average.
I think he's good to very good, but like he's not. But he's solid for me. That's the thing is though, he would come in, and you can plug him in right away.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
You know what I mean? You could plug him in. You could plug him in right away. People are going to like, oh, get him Capia or something like that. That's gonna the negotiation with that will take.
Who's that? Is that the one from Leverkusen?
Yeah, Leverkusen. Yeah, in Capia.
Yeah.
No, this super chat. Bit Emmanuel Drip for the super chat. Bit every single person locked in. 100+ people in here. Be it yourselves. Smash those likes. Definitely follow Jay on TikTok and Andrew doing his thing. Winter Surfer, you know the vibes. Emmanuel Drip, being up for the 199 super chat. Me personally, I want Murillo. Bastoni is a dream. Yeah, we said Bastoni is a bit far fetched because of the availability.
Yeah.
He wants Italy, but Murillo is a player. I know Rob, who's about to join in a minute. He raves about. Who know when Rob says a player, he loves that player.
Murillo can only play left hand side of the defense.
Yeah, I think he's saying to replace.
I know, but the thing is, though, I think Maresca would want some flexibility with being able to move, like he did when we played Spurs away, and he put Colwill on the right and put Badiashile on the left and something like that.
But my thing is right. We've already got 3 right-sided centre backs, so do we really need? We've got Tosin, Chalobah.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
But
Guehi, like I say, Guehi plays left-hand side for Palace.
He does. But it's the thing, we don't.
No, he does.
It's tough. It's tough. We have to stick with it. We have to literally make a decision. It's either you get rid of some squad fillers.
You get rid of. I still think. You get rid of Disassi. That's one. Right. You get rid of Viega anyway because Viega wants to go. You get rid of Viega anyway.
This is the thing. Like, be up Robbie just joined. Be up Jay. Be up Andrew. Yeah. It's tough. You either have to literally get rid of some squad fillers first, and then go, you know what? We can have 2, like the rest of the team, 2 for each position, 2 right centre backs, 2 left centre backs. I rate the backup, I rate the starter, I rate the backup, I rate the starter, and keep it moving. But the problem we have is we've got too many squad fillers who are unreliable due to injury fitness, or someone like Tosin, he's not really proven it yet in the Champions League level. Or we've got players like Fofana who can make it and Cole who can make it. Unfortunately, Cole's injured. He's not injury prone, but fair enough. And Fofana, who's extremely unreliable. So now, my opinion, I'm looking at the view of we just need to scrap it, start again, and maybe just start again with it. Maybe get a top class centre back, start from there.
If we don't get another centre back, we're in a top 4 race.
Yeah, literally. You know what? The reason why I agree with you because I need stability. And
now you're saying to me, our best centre back goes down. We're relying on squad player centre backs and this goalkeeper.
Because also,
that's the problem.
Because also, not being funny, but Chalobah, I'm not saying he's injury prone, but he's not like completely like free of injuries as well. He can get an injury every now and again. Not saying this. Not saying they last.
And we don't play Tosin a lot. So Tosin, I don't know Tosin's durability.
I rate Tosin as a centre back.
I think he's fine. But what I mean is, last season he came in and he was in and out. He was in and out of the team, right? He was in a stint, out a stint, or came on for a few minutes and here and there. I'm sorry. Like I said, going the whole season or even half a season with Chalobah, Tosin, can't rely on Fofana, a Viega.
There's my man as well, Anselmino. Is he going to get any first minutes? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just read the chat. Yeah, I just read the chat. Yeah,
please, Anselmino. Please. Yeah. What are we doing?
Hey, like, give it a rest. Give it a rest. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give it a rest, man. Ben said that. When you say that, Jay Shaw, I love Jay Shaw. Like, he makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, bro, come on, read those names out. They don't scream UCL winners, do they? Come on, man.
We just talked about injury-prone players, and you bring up Buddy Shield. What are we doing here?
You've been going back and forth with Andrew. Like, I literally went to sleep late. I wake up and I see 300 messages at like 9 a.m.
I know, Jimmy.
I was like, what in the Chelsea fan base crisis is going on today? But you obviously have a different opinion to a lot of people. Let the chat know what you think about this whole situation. How much do you rate Colwill anyway? Is it a big miss? Do we need to pivot, etc., etc.? What's your opinion?
Personally, from the moment the season ended, I said we need an upgrade on our centre backs. I wanted better centre backs on both.
Don't interrupt you. 2 or 1. 2 or 1.
Two. Okay. I wanted Colwill and either Tosin or Trev to be a third and fourth choice centre backs, because I don't think going into, if you wanted to challenge or win Champions Leagues, I don't think none of our centre backs were good enough for that level. Good enough to get you top 4, yes. Justice Sanchez is good enough to get you top 4. But if you wanna win major things, I didn't think any of our centre backs were gonna be good enough. So I personally preferred bringing in 2. But 1, I hear so okay, let's give Colwill maybe another season to see how he does and see how maybe he carries on the performance he's had in the last 3 months or so. And yeah, unfortunately, an unfortunate event happened. He got an ACL, which means he'll be out for most of the season. So now, in my mind, you absolutely need 2 top centre backs anyway, which goes back to where I was at the beginning of the season. But whether we're gonna get one or not, it remains to be seen. But we definitely need to bring in a centre back. My preferred choice is always, all season, all summer has been Murillo from Forest. It's been my preferred choice all along. So if you can bring me a Murillo, and if you can find a right centre back, I don't know, a Bisek or somebody like that, or somebody decent, or in Europe that you can bring in, I think you upgrade on the centre back. As much love as I have for Trev, I was fine moving on for Trev. Viega obviously was gonna be gone, as we all know. But yeah, I went into this summer with my preference being bringing upgrades to centre backs. Now, Liverpool going down is unfortunate, but the discourse where I disagree with people is people are acting like we have just lost Prime Van Dijk or Prime Thiago.
Bro, this one I want to respond to you with from Twitter. I saw the thread, but I was working. Yeah, this is the reason why people are melting down, Rob. It's because we have not been linked, like me and Andrew J said before, to any centre back other than Højlund. Good point, Jogo Benito, this season. So people are worried and they're scared because we haven't been linked to any, and then our best one, who's not even the best level, but our best one goes injured. That's what me, Andrew J are saying is season defining. What you just said it ourselves, and Jay and Andrew, you can tell me if I'm wrong. We all want better centre backs, correct?
Yeah, 100%.
No one here saying, "Oh, Cole was injured. He's our Van Dijk." No, he's not. But guess what? Unfortunately, because of the way it is, he's actually our most reliable and best centre back we have. So the reason why people are thinking is because you've got to ask the question to yourself: do we believe Chelsea are going to now go buy a right centre back and left centre back? I think no.
Do you know who I would have taken? And people call me. I said this on TikTok. People call me mad. I would have taken Jonathan Tah on the free from when the window opened.
Yeah, he was, but I think he'd always agreed to go to Bayern. Though that was the
he's German as well, isn't it? He would have stayed.
They tried to sign him last season. They tried to sign him last season, but then they just signed him on a free.
Yeah, I would have taken him. Like that's like a proper like experience, like big centre back. Like how old is he? Like 31, 32?
Yeah,
I'm not saying he would have been. I'm not saying he would have been Thiago Silva all over again, but like same way we bought in Thiago Silva at an old age, and look what he did for us.
I just don't think they knowing this model, they would never go for Jonathan Tah. Just to the age, just the model and stuff like that. They never would touch him. I give up anything over like 26. I'm like, no, they're not. They might saying that it was a free. Maybe they would have done it. Maybe
it was a free transfer. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, maybe they would have done it. It's a free transfer.
Just to go back to your point. Yes, Levi is okay. I'll give you that. He's our best centre back, right? But it's not. It doesn't say much though, does it? And so if the club goes into this or the entire transfer window and does not buy a centre back, then yes, it is absolutely a loss and a miss. But my point that I made on Twitter is what Levi brings on the pitch is not hard to replace. You can find 6.5 out of 10 centre backs in Europe, all across Europe. It's not hard to replace.
I disagree. I disagree with you. I think he's shown great improvement in all areas of his game.
You say it's
improvement, but is it like the level we need? Improvement, but is it the level we need?
The thing is though, he's established himself in that defense. It's Levi Colwill and someone else. It's not like we need centre backs. It'd be someone coming into partner. It's someone coming into partner Levi Colwill.
We can't just forget the whole season though.
No, I'm not saying that.
We can't forget. I mean, he was good for the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season. He was good. Yes, I hear that. But we can't forget,
So Andrew, this conversation is a war because
of the season and say
I couldn't stand him at the start.
No, he's
exactly
over the entirety of the season. He was a 6.5 out of 10 centre back. It's not hard.
Exactly. I was getting onto him.
What we can't do, we can't use. I'll be consistent. We can't use a small sample size of 3 months and say he's growing into it until we see the back end, until we see next season, which you can't prove. So it's just speculation. He's improving. We don't know how far that's going to go. He might improve and then go back to his level.
The thing is, though, which no one takes into effect that this I would say young defender really is being asked to do something that hasn't been asked to do at this club before. No. The reason John Terry was great. The reason John Terry was great was because of Marcel Desailly, not because of John Terry.
No, because John Terry. No. It's because John Terry was amazing.
What period of time are you talking about? You're talking about his whole.
I'm talking about learning. I'm talking about having 2 or 3 years working alongside Marcel Desailly made John Terry better than he would have ever been. I'm not saying John Terry still wouldn't have been good, but without that learning tree of Marcel Desailly,
even without Desailly, John Terry would have been a world-class centre back.
No, I'm sorry. You do not. If you
Andrew, how could you argue that point if you don't know the other
perspective? If you speak to John Terry about how important Marcel Desailly was to John Terry.
No, Andrew, you're saying a point that can't be refuted.
But his ability, John Terry's ability, he was
but the ability is only there if you can put it into effect. It's all about mentality as well. It's all about the mental part of the game.
So what you're saying is Desailly, John Terry learned off of Desailly, and without the learning of Desailly, he wouldn't have got to where he was in his career.
We don't have that. This is a fun. I agree. That's why I agree with you, Jay. I would have bought like an experience, a real experienced centre back in for these young centre backs to learn off of. Do you know what I mean? Like if Thiago Silva was 5 years younger, you would have just kept him. Do you know what I mean? Just kept him around or something.
It's similar to Cucurella and Hato. Like they came out and said that they want to bring in Hato to learn off Cucurella's going to be like his mentor. So that's why, I agree with you. I don't think John Terry's like career is solely down to Desai, but I hear what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm still saying he would have been a good centre back. I just think it was so important for him at the start of his career to have Desai. That's
why in an ideal world you want someone you want to ideally have someone experienced in like each position. You want an experienced midfielder and then have like the younger talented players.
Especially at the back.
Especially at the back, like you need. Who said it? Like a tackle win you league, a defense will win you titles, and you need like an experienced like leader at the back. Yeah, go on.
Where I disagree with you, lot, is that you have you can see John Terry had the elite talent to be an elite centre back, and the fact that he all this Desai kind of helped polish the elite attribute he already possessed. For me, again, people will slander me for this. I don't see any elite defensive attribute that Liverpool possesses. He's good at things, but he doesn't have any elite defensive attribute. He does not have physicality. He's not elite. In the air, he's not elite. Recovery pace is not elite. Defensive attribute for me is not elite in anything. If you get a player like a Kubarsi, for instance, or a Pacho, Pacho, you see, put him next to Marquinhos. Yes, he thrives, but he has his own elite attribute that just Marquinhos kind of teaches him how to polish.
But the issue we have is compared to what's after Colwill, he is elite at this club. Because after Colwill, the level drops.
That doesn't say much.
But the level drops because these guys are squad players. If we're being honest, they're rotational pieces. They're not starting. They shouldn't be. We can't go into a season with a centre-back partnership for Trevor Chalobah and Tosin for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months of a season, and Viega and an unfit, unreliable Fofana as backup, or even starting for Fofana. I think it's mad. He's not going to play these two friendlies, and people are going to go, he can start right away against Palace. Are you mad? Starting for Fofana like when he hasn't played for like all these months. It just bogs. That's why I said buying a centre back when I came on is season defining from us doing something proper or being in a top 4 race and far away from the top 3.
Like in football, talent, having elite talent isn't always enough. Because you know who had elite talent? I'm not saying they're different positions, but you know who had elite talent? Dele Alli.
Yeah.
People say he had the elite talent. Look where he is now. You need someone experienced that's gonna like shape you, get you the right mentality, and obviously help you develop your game. That's what we're saying we need for someone like Levi Colwill. He might look good now, and yes, he's a good.
I need the flipping likes up.
But by the way,
come on, man, smash the like button.
By the way, Frank Lampard didn't show elite talent when he first started either. He actually grew into it. So,
Yeah. Colwill will develop. Colwill will develop.
He didn't show elite talent. His first couple of years at Stamford Bridge, people didn't like him. So we're not doing this. Frank Lampard worked. Frank Lampard worked and got elite. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew, I'll be real with you. Again, I'm one of the ones in the camp that I think Levi Colwill is a decent centre back. I don't think he's all that special. And so us losing him, yes, it is unfortunate. Yes, obviously you want him there. Yes, maybe he's a better centre back. But for me, it's not. I don't think it's a crisis just because it's not.
You don't think it's a crisis?
The table. It's not hard to replace. If you let's say if a Viega was given the same run of game all year long, you can't tell me with absolute confidence that he's not gonna at least give you the same performance as
I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. There's only 3 players more that I'd be more devastated in this squad if they got an ACL injury, and that's Cucurella, that's Palmer, that's Caicedo. Those are the only 3 players I'd be more devastated than Levi Colwill. This is a devastating injury to this team. Devastating.
I wouldn't say devastated. It's not ideal. It's not great. But like,
he's the only proven consistent centre back. Whatever you think about him, he's there.
Chalobah?
He's always there. No.
Okay, I'd say I'd say Colwill's here. Tosin and Chalobah are like here. It's not that much of a drop off. It's a drop off, but it's not that much of a drop off. Colwill is a good centre back. He is a good centre back, but it's not like it's not.
Guys, look at the centre backs you're relying upon. Look at this, guys. Look at the centre backs you're relying upon. Look
at this list. Come on.
No, Chat. You can say. You can say. Andrew.
One second. I'm blocking you. There you go. Look at these centre backs. How ridiculous is this? I'll be zoom in for you guys. This is the game weeks, as you can see, up to 38. These are all the centre backs, the games they played. Look at our two centre backs we're relying upon. Wesley Fofana out basically most of the season. And look at my man, Badiashile, on the bench, can't stay fit, out for huge parts of the season. Even Anselmino injured as well. We don't have no reliable centre backs.
No, but
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear you. As far as who's available, I will hear you. He's always available.
Look at all the red. That's what centre backs.
My point is, if you can find somebody that's available and I give you the same quality or the same level of play, is Liverpool all across Europe. It's
but ain't number ball. Can I say, Rob?
What gives you on the pitch?
I think that's very disrespectful.
I hate saying this line. Yeah, I hate saying this line, but it's my favorite line. Two things can be true. I don't think, Jay, because we're in the middle here, I don't think what Andrew's saying is wrong. I don't think what Paul's saying is wrong. But I feel like the truth's somewhere in the middle, innit? He's our best centre
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
He's our best centre back, so it's devastating that he's our best centre back. But I agree with Rob, it doesn't mean that he's a world-class centre back we're missing.
I'm not calling him world-class.
Because let's be real here. The point Rob made, let's all try and disagree with it or agree with it very quickly. If Viega plays 70% of next season, do you think he can replicate or better what Colwill did? Yes or no, Jay? No.
Yes. He's showing you Juve. He played it was good.
No, he's not going to be bad. He's not going to be bad.
Cool. What does Colwill do for Jay and Andrew saying no that makes you say no, Viega can't do that? What does he have? What does he do?
I just think he's slightly more proven in the Prem. Like what he does on the ball as well. I haven't really seen that from Viega. Viega plays most of his games at Chelsea as a left back anyway. So he hasn't played enough.
No, we're talking about the qualities of Viega though. We're not talking about where he played.
Yeah, but I'm saying he hasn't played enough at centre back at Chelsea for me to be like, yeah, he's going to be as good as Colwill. That's my point.
It's a slower league.
So
Syria, slower league.
No, he played in the Champions League. Did you watch the Champions League games?
I don't watch Juventus. No.
We're not saying he's going to be bad, but for what Colwill he's come in and he's like established himself, I just don't think he's going to be like.
What level do you guys rate Colwill at then? Andrew in particular.
No, I'm not saying he's world class level. I'm just saying like, is Viega going to come in and is Viega going to come in and make us forget about Colwill? I don't think he will personally.
Yes.
No, okay, cool. But I want Andrew. What level do you rate Colwill at? Like individually, isolation. You see, I gave you the tier list there.
I don't know.
Where's Colwill?
Do you think he's the top 10 centre back in the league?
I don't know. I'd have to think about. I think he's better than Murillo, in my opinion. That you say. I think Murillo. I think Murillo's very, very overrated. So
Andrew, you know what? You have to substantiate your claims, bro.
Well, I think.
Oh no!
I tell you why. I think Morello's defensive partners. I think Morello's defensive partner's better than him. That's why I think.
Well, Milinkovic.
But
this nigga Rob is the biggest fraud. Living.
I don't.
Living.
But I wouldn't get.
Fucking living.
I wouldn't get.
Hey, Jimmy, hold on. I wouldn't get Milinkovic either. But what I'm telling you is this: I don't want Morello. I want Guehi because he can play both sides. Even when Colwill is back, that's cold.
He can play both sides.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Colwill is not the best, but he's our best. And that's
I agree with that.
I listened to Rob just now say.
Rob,
can I ask you this question, Rob?
I passed the button over to Jimmy.
Yeah, Andrew, Jimmy versus Rob.
Rob, where have you watched Viega play centre back?
Rob,
Okay.
Whenever
Jay,
you're
just
ready,
sit
you
back
can
and
give
watch,
me an
Jay.
answer.
That's all you need to do.
Where?
Watch him.
I've been on stream with Jimmy before. I know.
The centre back
What?
was the first time I watched him play centre back was for Portugal against Poland, going up against Lewandowski. And he did
A 40-year-old Lewandowski.
No.
A 40-year-old Lewandowski. Are we doing this?
Wait.
He's bagging 50 goals a season.
Hey, let him
Hold
out.
on. Hold on. Rob.
Big against Yonkers.
Rob. How many games of center back have you watched Viega play?
Having to counter the games. I watched quite a bit of his game in Juventus, in the Champions League and in Serie A. And as I told you, the first time I watched him as centre back was when he played for Portugal, and I said, "Ooh, he's not bad as centre back. He's quite good."
I think, Rob, can I be honest with you? I think you're fibbing.
Oh,
I think you're fibbing. I think you're fibbing, Rob. You haven't watched no bunch of Viega, no goddamn center back. Say you watched. Be honest. Say I saw him once or twice at center back, and he looked good.
I've watched him at least 5 times as centre back.
Oh my God! So imagine you watch 5 games of Viega play center back.
Yes,
in international football in motherfucking Italy.
And the Champions. No, don't forget Champions League. Don't forget Champions League.
Give a fuck about Champions League.
I do though. You might not. I do.
So 5 games of Viega is good enough to tell you he's at. So wait.
Yes.
So Rob.
Yes,
5
Jimmy.
games of Viega.
Yes. I don't.
Last night I had these niggas argue with me that Guehi wasn't a level raiser and couldn't play center back and all this other shit. But he got 5 games of Viega at center back, and he's at Colwill level.
How many games does it take you to assess a player? Yes, Jimmy.
A bunch. If I need to watch a bunch before I decide that 5. You watch 5 games of Viega. Yo, I need somebody to go and look on his ref and see how many games in his life he's played at center back.
Jimmy, maybe you take
to prove my point.
No.
How many games in his life has he played?
Jimmy,
because when we signed him, when we signed him, he was a left back, a center mid, center back. I want to know how all of a sudden this utility player who hasn't locked down a starting role anywhere is now better than Levi Colwill, who starts for Chelsea.
Jimmy,
who starts for Chelsea and starts for England.
For you.
Can I? I've got the stats. So Renato Viega last season he played. This is at centre back. He played 13 games. Made 13 appearances in the Champions League. He made 2 appearances. Conference League he made 2 appearances for Chelsea, and then in the Swiss League he made 4 appearances at centre back for Basel. He made 3 appearances for Augsburg, and he made 6 appearances for Sporting at centre back.
Oh, but that's going to be better than Levi Colwill.
Jimmy, that's
going to be. Hold on, Rob. Who's going to be better than Levi Colwill?
Listen.
That's going to be better than Levi Colwill. Wait. Let me finish, Rob. Let me finish. He's going to be better than Levi Colwill, who anchored the 3rd best defense in the Prem, the best defense in Conference League, the best defense in Club World Cup.
Are we giving Levi Colwill Conference League defense now? That he barely played in.
He anchored it.
He anchored it when? In the Conference League. He didn't play Conference League. Why are you waffling?
He didn't play Conference League? Who played in the final?
Colwill didn't play Conference League.
Who played in the final?
Oh my God. Badiashile started the final. Colwill
played in the final.
Badiashile started the final, Jimmy.
Who played in the final when the cup was lifted? Who won the game?
Oh. So now because he played 30 minutes in the Conference League, he ain't in the Conference League defense. This is the waffle.
Okay. Take away.
You spoken.
Take away the conference, Rob. Rob, take it away. Rob, take away the Conference League. Take it away. He anchored the defense during 38 in the season, and then he anchored us into a major cup. You telling me a motherfucker?
I disagree.
You
with
telling me somebody you say?
I disagree with you. No, I disagree with your definition of anchor the defense. He didn't.
But what did the center back do?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So wait, why is it called the spine? Why is it called the spine?
Okay, so Jimmy, why do you if that's the case, then why do you want to replace Sanchez so bad?
Because he's garbage.
He anchored the third base defense in the league, didn't he? He was part of the spine. He was part of that spine.
Listen, I said Colwill anchored the defense. Your keeper protects the goal. He don't anchor no defense. Colwill is an outfield player. How the fuck a goalkeeper gonna anchor a defense? He can't hold nothing down.
He was part of the third best defense in the league. So why do you want to replace him?
Because he's not good.
So why are you taking the credit away from Sanchez by giving it to Colwill?
5 mistakes leading to goals.
Do you want me to count the Colwill mistakes that led to goals?
How many? Go ahead. How many?
Do you want me to count the amount of offsides that he played? The penalty that he
lost.
The ball that he lost.
That's not a stat.
No, I don't have a stat. I'm not gonna come to a stat. But I remember him playing people on side countless amount of times for the attack to score.
Rob, you sound fucking stupid. You sound stupid.
No. You're not gonna come to me with stats because that if Colwill plays somebody offside, it's not counted as an error leading to goal. That's it. Is it
counted talking about?
When Colwill does not respect the offside line and he plays somebody onside, does that count as an error leading to goal? Yes or no?
Don't believe you. You need more people. Robert Sanchez made 5 mistakes leading to a goal in 1 season. As the goalkeeper, he led the fucking Prem for most of the year,
and he led the Prem on save percentage by a country mile.
What?
I'm giving you 2 minutes.
Name me one person who said Sanchez is the best.
I'm giving 2 more minutes.
I'm fine.
What
I'm enjoying this. I'll be honest.
What place keeper is Sanchez in this league? You said he had the highest save percentage. How many keepers do you get to before you say, yeah, Sanchez is the one I want? You want me to name? What the fuck are you talking about?
You can name a bunch.
Robert Sanchez is trash.
That's your opinion. But he was a big part of the third best defense in the league, wasn't he?
No, he was not.
He was.
5 mistakes.
Yes, he was.
5 mistakes leading to goals.
And he was still the third best defense in the league.
Yeah, and you know what? It probably would have been the first if it wasn't for him.
No. Thanks to him. It probably would have been the first. It would have been.
No, it would have been it probably would have been the first.
It would have been the first.
Rob, no other keeper had more than maybe 1 or 2 mistakes leading to go. He had 5. Mike Mignon got 4 in the last 5 years.
That's a lie, Jimmy. The Brighton keeper had 5 as well.
Ooh, look what you dropped to. Right. That's who you need to go support. That's who you should support. Because that's the fucking level of players you like. Brighton. Fuck out of here.
Anyway.
That's who you should support.
You
tripping. Level of players you like.
You tripping, man. You tripping.
You tripping. You said Viega is a better center back than Colwill. And you watch him play 2 fucking Champions
League. That's my opinion.
League.
You can disagree with it. That's my opinion.
Yeah. You should have just admitted that you ain't fucking watched him play.
When I watched,
you should have just admitted that you said you watched him play against Portugal and in some Champions League. That's 3 fucking games.
Listen.
Me he's better than Colwill.
When I watch somebody like Kubarsi, it didn't take me 3 games to realize that this guy is quality center back. It doesn't take me the whole season to see if a player is good or not. I can see if a player is good or not in 2 or 3 games. I can tell if a player is good.
Could you imagine that?
The club can decide.
Yes, can you imagine that? Yes, I can do that, Jimmy.
So why are you not a professional scout for the best teams in the world?
Can I ask you a question?
You got a superpower. You can watch somebody play football 3 times.
I'll ask you a question. I want to say
I can tell whether they play or not.
This. I want to. You know when we did you rate Fofana before we bought him, Rob? Did you rate Fofana before we bought him?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. Did you? So would you say that he started his Chelsea career very well, Fofana?
No, he was injured before.
No. He didn't start injured. His first few games, he was horrendous.
Yes.
So would you then written him off then as horrendous after watching those 3? Who's hoovering? No, what I'm saying is, your basis of Vega's a good player is one measly international game against the 59-year-old Lewandowski, right?
Oh.
And what I'm saying is this: I don't understand how you can watch Levi Colwill and then watch. That's why I said to you in the group chat, I'd love to watch football through your eyes and then watch him, and then I'd appreciate football more when I watch him back through my eyes, because I honestly don't.
That was funny. I agree with that. That was funny.
That
was funny.
3 games.
3 games. I find it astonishing because I listen. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion, and like I said, not in your own facts. It's absolutely fine. I just think it's
100.
It's Levi Colwill. No one here is saying Levi Colwill is a world-class centre back. No one here is going to say that.
No one.
I just think his importance to this team and his importance to Maresca shouldn't be downplayed to that Vega can simply replace.
That's my own, Andrew. I want to conclude this here, yeah? That's what I sit. It's not necessarily his quality, because we all know he's replaceable. If we got someone, even Murillo, Rob disagrees, most of us would say he's a decent player, probably an upgrade on what we have, but he's not world-class either. But here's the thing. Cole brought us that leadership, the stability, the chemistry, which you need to compete. That's what you need to compete. You need the same team, synergy, quality, the same players know each other, their roles, the pace, the decision-making. You need that. Look at the Liverpool game, 1-1, right? Dude, mute yourself quickly, love. It was 1-1, yeah? And that stupid offside trap we did, and now it's 2-1. Stupid goal to concede. A more stable back line. It doesn't happen. You get a draw, and you leave Anfield. That's what's going to happen this season, boys. Guarantee right now, you'll see that more this season. Tight games against Big Six teams, mid-table teams, and because that leadership's not there, someone makes a mistake here, goalkeeper makes a mistake there, and we're still in top 4 again.
That's why I keep saying
that's the problem.
If you don't get a centre back, we are top 4 race. We're top
with
4
Man United in that, it stinks.
I don't know. But I'm saying is we're further away.
If we don't get a centre back, we're not getting top 4. I'm telling you.
That part we all agree. If we don't get the centre back, yes.
No matter what you think, about Colwill, this is now the most important signing. It's not even close now. This centre back signing is the most important signing that they're going to make, because this will take us from. We don't have to worry about top 4. We're in it. We don't have to worry about that. Now we can aim higher. So
So we can all agree here unanimously. If we don't get a centre back in, the club stinks upstairs.
Yeah, it stinks.
And we'll all call it out. We were talking about the rating the other day of the transfer window, and I think
it goes further down. I had it. I had it
at 6.5, 7.
I had it. I think me and Jimmy had it about 5 or 6.
That's 6.5.
Yeah. I think it might go down. If we don't get a centre back, it might go down even more.
No, it will go down to like a 4.
Maybe.
No goal. What were you telling me this?
Yeah, no goalie, no.
Hey, Angie, we put it like this: your centre back gets injured, you don't replace him, and you still keep the goalkeeper. He's got the highest
no goalie
mistakes into goals.
No goalie, no
Garnacho.
Then you signed Garnacho, fine, but you didn't get the other guys. Come on.
And you only go, and you've only got two.
Rob will back that as well.
And you've only got 2 strikers as well. Whatever people think about that, they might have different opinions. But mine would go below. Mine would go below 5.
This will be the year we drop back to stupidity. That's what I would predict. I will go on shows and predict it. And if I'm wrong, I'll just be wrong. I don't give a fuck. I was right before, so I ain't worried about. I get to be wrong this time because I was right before. When all you cocksuckers were saying fire the manager, when all you cocksuckers were screaming out get rid of the owners and all that, I was the one saying chill, and everybody threw me on the wrong side. But now I'm on the opposite side of that. That the owners and the manager and this need to step up and do the right thing. Now I'm on that side.
I think with Liverpool, if we go into the season the way we are now, I think we get top 4.
Yeah,
we get top 4.
Nope.
No, about Levi Colwill.
You know why? You know why, Rob? You know what you're not taking into account? And this what y'all fucking keep. Y'all, this next man up shit. Next man up apply when you can't get more players. What happens when we get another center back injury? Not if, when, because you're gonna get another one. What happens then? Do you know what type of fucking how y'all say it, dross? You know what kind of dross we're gonna have in our back line? You know what our back line is gonna look like? So get out of your fucking head that we need a center back.
No, Jimmy. It's not even a debate.
No, we all agree, Jimmy.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Anybody disputes that?
I think what we're disagreeing is
who's to replace
the level of impact.
Yeah.
Like, I think we still get top 4 with the center backs we have. If you go into the season,
that's a horrible defense.
But again, Jimmy, that's why we say you and I disagree on that.
Yeah, that's not arguing that, Jimmy.
Going into the season with Levi and everything, I was putting us to compete for the league. We'll be in the title race, right? And make the final, the semi-final, the final of the Champions League. Now, if we don't replace Colwill, then win the top 4 race. We're not in the title race. We're in the top 4 race. And I think we still get top 4. We need to
move on. Because discuss for Aaron.
Hang on a minute. How are you saying all this after like 40 minutes of downplaying how good Colwill is? But they're saying we would do great things with him in our defense.
And then we're going to be in a title race with a center back that don't make a difference.
You are missing. I never say he's a center back that never make a difference. I just said what he brings to the table is not replaceable.
No, it is, because you said it yourself. With him, we were going to do great things. Without him, we're in a top 4 race. So you've undermined your own argument.
We are in the top 4 because the other ones are injury prone. That's the only reason.
No, Andrew, when he's saying Andrew, we need to end up here.
We're not going to have possibility. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, he's saying the drop off will be that, whereas other people think the drop off will be lower than that. Andrew, that's what he's saying. So let's move on. Let's move on. But it was a good debate. Big up Jimmy. We're redirecting to him. It says watch along. Mr. Paul, you know our one already below. Jimmy's channel's below as well, and he's redirecting, so you'll see it. 100+ people in there the whole time. So big up every single one of you. Subscribe to me. 2.2K. We're very, very close. Not too far away from that now. I bet Winter South are always active, always showing love to the community, the Chelsea community in particular. When you talk about Garnacho and Xavi Simons, because obviously,
for God's sake,
I know. Andrew, we haven't spoken about that. We have to, innit? We have to, innit? I don't want to, innit? Like, do you get me? But the guy's pinned his tweet. And when my man pins his tweet, it gets a bit spooky. Do you know what I mean? I woke up this morning, I saw this nonsense. I was like, Lord, please. And it just looks like we're going to get this deal done. He's recycling news, so do bear that in mind. But he said it's going to be end of the window tax. It's going to take a while to get resolved. But I want to ask a question to Jimmy first. What's it? We know you don't want the player, Jim. I know you. We do streams mostly every day. I know you don't. I don't want him either. What price is crazy? Because I said 40+. What price to you would really pee you off even more?
Any price.
No, Jimmy, answer the question, man. What price?
The fuck? What the fuck? Why y'all take that as a joke?
No, I want a number.
No money. I would not spend $1 on Garnacho. Loan or nothing. At this point where we're at, no goalkeeper, need a center back, loan or nothing. That's where I'm at with Garnacho. If Garnacho costs me a kwati, in Jamaica, you know what a kwati is? It's the least form of a kwati. I'm paying too much. Loan or nothing. I need a center back. I need a goalkeeper. I'm not spending money on another winger until I get a center back and a goalkeeper. That's it. That's it. And then the fact that Paul Winstanley, this is his prize poodle, is atrocious. I'm not spending no money. I need people to stop thinking that I'm joking when I say that. I don't give a fuck how much anybody else would spend. No money. No money. Before it was different. When shit was lining up a certain way before, and then I was up late thinking one night, looking at the team construction, and I'm thinking like, I went into the offseason wanting a keeper and a striker.
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting a keeper. Okay.
We've got strikers.
Cool. We got strikers. I want a center back. If we don't, if there's not the right one out there, cool. Don't get it. Don't rush it. Don't force it. We got, as far as I'm concerned, everything cool. So anything they want to do, cool. Then the center back goes down. Then I'm thinking like, all right, we just made all this extra money with the Club World Cup and this and this. Like, there got to be a little wiggle room for Mike Mignon. It's after the thing. It's at the end of the window. Go back to the table. Go back to the table now. Now is the time. They can't 125 now. Go back to the table. Go back to the table. Get my goalkeeper. Because I want to go, because I want to win things. I want to win the league. I want to win things. Go back to the table. Nope, don't look like they're going back to the table. So, like, Garnacho, I know
100%.
money. If I got Mignon and they figured out what keeper, then maybe it would be like I would be warm to it. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, you know what it is with the Garnacho thing, yeah. Even if they got him, but then got the goalkeeper centre back, no one really cared. They'd be like, you know what, you got the main man, you get Garnacho, whatever in it, you put whatever, flip him. But the problem is this, guys. Imagine you get Garnacho, and we only get a centre back or goalkeeper. Rob, we need Garnacho for the numbers. We just don't need Garnacho.
He's gonna come. And
Rob, forget he's gonna come or not. Yeah,
I don't know why we bringing up.
We need a winger anyway, boys.
I got a video literally a week and some change old, which me saying he's coming. So why the fuck everybody keep acting as if we don't know he's coming?
What did I say, TT? I didn't say nothing about the player.
Yes, I said okay. We've all agreed he's coming, but I'm saying, and most likely it's gonna be of a purchase. So with that being said, what the price that you think it was acceptable to get Garnacho off?
I said 40 million euros.
There's no money price to be accepted. What? That's like saying, Jimmy, what's the price you would pay to let me chop off your arm? It's like, nigga, there's not a money. There's no price.
Okay,
I need my arm.
Fair.
There's no price. I don't want Garnacho. I don't want
we agree. We know that you don't want Garnacho, but
so there's no need to spend $1 on Garnacho. Any money
we agree on that, Jimmy, but they are going to spend $1 on Garnacho.
But you're asking me, Jimmy, what's acceptable to you? Okay, so you're asking me what's an acceptable amount of money to spend on Garnacho, right?
No, never mind.
So what's the question? Maybe I'm hearing the question wrong.
Yeah, I agree. It's zero. That's fine.
So what if you want me to make up a number that I wouldn't spend?
I hear your answer. It's zero.
Well, all right, no, Rob, all jokes aside, how do you want me to come up with a number
man.
for somebody that I wouldn't buy?
Because you know we're going to spend more than zero on it. Really, like we know.
I understand, but you're not asking me how much I think we're gonna spend. You asking me how much do I think is a decent amount of money to spend for us to get him? And if I don't want him, it's that there's no amount of money.
Yeah, let's not argue that point.
That's fine, Jimmy. That's fine.
The point is though, the club. I get you want another winger. You don't need to get Garnacho. Rob rates him. He's given his reasons a million times. Me, Jimmy, Joe, and Rob argued on this channel 4 or 5 times. I'm not going to go over that again. Andrew's probably heard it. Cool. You can go watch the clips. It's there. But what I would say is this. Like Jimmy said, link to Garnacho because you're spending money on him. We don't want to get Manyan. You're spending money on him. You're haggling over Guehi. Don't pee me off, Chelsea, and do what you did last season. Do you remember last season? Last summer when we left and didn't get Osimhen and we knew it was going to be spooky. And what was our issue end of the season? Goal scoring. Because we knew it. The whole Colwill thing, that's why it's ironic. It wasn't because of Colwill and them, man, we didn't get top 4 nearly. It's because of our attack.
They were scoring goals. The defense was scoring
Which
goals.
is why I'm telling you, we can all preempt, because us four here, we watch our football, we already know how it goes. We've been doing content now for a while. If we're watching it or doing it now, yeah? If we don't get a centre-back and goalkeeper in, we're in a top 4 battle. As much as I might jump on his jeans and be a bit more giddy with it, Xavi, Simmons and whatnot, numbers, be realistic, chat. Like Jimmy said, me and Jimmy sat on the stream 2 days ago with Rob, I think, and we actually spoke to Joey about injuries, and Joey was telling us, nah, don't look at injuries. The next day, we get a fatal injury in our first 11. Who's to say tomorrow we lose another midfielder or striker, and now we're here with one striker, one centre-back, meaty goalkeeper, bare injury-prone players, a lot of improving wingers. Now, where are we going from here?
I was just arguing with a nigga, big head fucking Don. How often have you seen two strikers get hurt? Last year, nigga.
In the good chat, innit?
How the fuck you gonna ask me that and it literally just happened?
Especially like this season, because of our short preseason, and it's a World Cup year.
It's most likely to happen.
We should have an even bigger squad. Do you know what I mean? Because if you don't realize this, Wrestler's going to have to heavily for the first few months of the season. He's going to have to heavily rotate. And the Champions League. People forget this Champions League group stage goes till January. Not like stops in December like in the olden times. It was 2 extra games. It goes in January, okay? And then if you finish out of the top 8, you're in a two-leg playoff. So you've got 2 extra games to play there as well.
This is why I said, in the group stage of the Club World Cup, if we win the Club World Cup, I think we should just sabotage the Carabao Cup early. Just don't play those unnecessary games.
It's gonna rotate. It's gonna rotate. It's going to rotate anyway in those games.
Sabotage the Club World Cup.
No. If we win now, because we won the Club World Cup, I don't care about the
sabotage Carabao. What do you mean? Yes. What?
No, I have the Club World Cup trophy. I don't care about the Carabao Cup. And I think those games in December when you're playing Carabao Cup, League, and Champions League, I think it's just too taxing on our players. So now that we have a trophy, if we didn't win the Club World Cup,
so what do you mean by sabotage? What do you do? How do you do that?
He means just basically
don't play any starters.
He's not bothered if we go out.
We get beat.
Bro, it does depend where we are in the league though, and the Champions League. I hear what you're saying, Jimmy. What you're saying is not mad. If we're doing well in the Champions League in the league, you don't look at the Carabao Cup.
I'm not stressing. I'm playing the shame and the Raksaki and the Keanu Dyer in the Carabao Cup. If they end up making it all the way to the semi-final with it, then I'll bring the big
But the problem is those are the only minutes Garnacho is going to get. So why would you
play Garnacho in there too if you want.
Why would you say scrap that League Cup?
I feel like Garnacho is going to cause a lot more.
Play Garnacho, play Jorgensen.
Oh, by the way, can I just pull you up on
your question?
Jimmy.
Hey, one at a time. Go.
I just want to say, Rob, you can't use elite cutbacks for Garnacho anymore because that wasn't our problem last season. It was finishing, so we already had elite people who cut back at this club, so that's not a reason to have Garnacho. All of our attacking players cut back. It was the finishers that were the problem at this club.
And Garnacho's finishing is quite bad, by the way.
Yeah, so you can't use elite cutbacks. By the way, elite cutbacks is not even a stat. It's not even a stat of cutbacks.
I like how y'all ignore it. That basically Rob just made his own version of bigger fish.
He made his own metric up. He made his own
version of bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
You want to throw away a Carabao Cup? When the fuck have Chelsea become a club where we throw away cups?
We just won the Club World Cup in the summer.
Rob, we are starving for fucking winning. Chelsea is a club of winning. What fucking cup am I throwing away? I ain't throwing away no cup. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't say. I just said I'm not gonna play any of the senior team in the Carabao Cups. You play the youngsters. If they make it out, cool. If they don't, I'm not losing sleep.
Rob, when Pep and them was winning Carabao Cup, when Jose was winning, is that what they were doing? Because I don't remember us playing.
They weren't playing until July.
Nope, they didn't play no fucking kids all the way up to no fucking
finals until midsummer.
Get the fuck out of here, Rob. You man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all niggas miss me with this shit. Man, y'all niggas turning into Arsenal.
No, Arsenal's not winning the Club World Cup. I said
Club World Cup and think you could throw away other cups.
Yes,
cup.
Yes. I don't want injury to my players. I don't want Cancelo to turn up with a torn hamstring because he played Carabao Cup.
Don't say that. Then he don't play. He don't play those games. That's why we got 900 fucking midfielders. How the fuck you gonna throw away Carabao? So when is the Sugo gonna play? When is fucking Santos gonna play?
He will rotate. Champions League, FA Cup, and league.
That's what Carabao Cup he can start and play a fucking 90.
Give academy kids minutes.
No, bro. It's too bad.
Show academy kids the pathway.
No, we've got enough squad depth, Rob. That's the whole point. We've got enough squad depth. You can play your boy Garnacho there.
We got 3 players at every position.
Play your boy Garnacho.
We thought we had squad play. We thought we had squad. You know, we had depth at centre back. No, one goes down, and now we're crying.
Who said we thought we had depth at centre back? Who said that?
It's not the depth we rate, though.
Who said that? Who said that?
Plenty of people are telling me we got way too many centre backs. We need to sell some. And
the same numbers, but not quality.
We had better numbers. We got too many.
Rob, no one rates the quality of them, though. No one does.
Yeah, but we got the numbers, though.
Who cares?
Bro, who gives a fuck about numbers if they're not good?
They're not good, man. No one cares about them.
I'm just saying. I'm not.
Rob, you don't even care about the numbers. Rob, you don't care. Rob, you don't care about the numbers either. Because you weren't.
He just said he doesn't care. But if we won the Carabao Cup, he'd be.
Yeah, I'll be gassed if we got the Carabao. I'll be gassed.
I get your point, Rob. But you're saying play the academy players.
I'm not stressing my players to get.
But Rob, if we have Lavia, Asugos, all these men fit, God willing, they're gonna need to play some games, bro.
They don't rotate.
Yeah,
that's how they get better.
You're not gonna swap 3 midfielders in a game. You're not gonna do that. And Xavi Simmons.
We'll be Esteval
might not get much game time.
We'll be playing Champions League. That's gonna be the rotation.
Every fucking team does that. You acting like this is new. How long have you been a Chelsea fan, bro?
Jimmy, that's just my opinion.
I don't think.
Liverpool won the league.
I really don't care about the Carabao Cup this season.
Bro, listen to this, yeah. Liverpool got to the Carabao Cup final.
So what season
won
do
the
you
league,
care about Carabao Cup?
Final.
The season we don't win the Club World Cup in the summer. Those seasons I care about the Carabao Cup. This season I don't.
I don't think.
I already brought a trophy. So that one.
I don't think.
FA Cup, be serious. The league, be serious. Champions League, be serious. Carabao Cup, I really don't care.
But I don't think he's going to. I don't think there's going to be much rotation between Champions League and the following Premier League game until we know where we finish in the group stage of the Champions League games, like where we're going to finish in the playoff bit or the top 8, right? So I don't see there's much rotation there. When it comes to Cup, I don't think Jimmy's like. I think Jimmy. Credit to Jimmy and he knows we're going to rotate for the Carabao Cup games. It's just not give the minutes to all like youth team players and stuff. Give the minutes, like Jimmy said, give the minutes to Asugu, give the minutes to Andre Santos and
that's
stuff
how a
like
team play.
Yeah,
this is weird.
Yeah.
This is a weird concept, bro.
Give it to Hato. Stuff like that. Give it to
Hato will start. Badishile and then man.
Yeah, give it to Galat. Give it, stuff
Galat
like
will
that.
get a start. Yeah, 100.
Exactly. Give it to Garnacho.
Hey Rob, that's the whole reason why we want a second squad, bro. It's for these kind of tournaments. It's not just for champs. Like Andrew's saying, the second squad isn't for Champions League because they're not good enough to all start for the Champions League.
I'm just saying, I believe Moresca would rotate more than you think in Champions League.
No, but Rob. He might rotate like a Hato for Cucurella.
That's what I mean. I think he'll rotate in certain places, not a lot 4 or 5.
This is how it goes. This shit is not rocket science. I guarantee you it ain't gonna be no difference. Your starter's gonna play on the weekend, then your starters will play Champions League, and then you will rotate that next fucking week. That's how it. I don't know no team that don't do that. Your starters will start on the weekend. Middle of the week, your starters go again. They might get subbed a little bit early, and then the next game is when you see the rotation. The next week,
where I can see he might rotate in the Champions League if we win our first 6 games out of 8. Yeah.
But I'm not talking about winning or what. I'm talking about when the Champions League start.
In general.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think you might agree though. If we're like comfortably in the top 8 after a game week, if we win 6 out of 6, the first 6 ones, and we're comfortably in the top 8, right? We're not gonna go out of it in the playoffs. You could see him then legitimately go, well, I can rotate quite a lot, but it's not gonna be a whole 11 because that's stupid.
Look what Arsenal did. Hey, Andrew, look at Arsenal when they played.
It's gonna be.
Okay,
let's be even more sensible. Like the 7th game, if we win, we're comfortably in the top 8 by the 7th game. You get the last game. It's not going to matter what.
Andrew,
what
it's
happens
literally
at the last
what I get what Rob's saying. I get Rob saying. He's saying like, because you played the Carabao Cup, the players they're fatigued and whatnot. But the problem is, Rob, we actually have a squad that can deal with that. I don't think we don't have a squad who can deal with that. Now, Rob, if you say to me,
all right, hold on, wait,
hold on.
Imagine we rock
if you say to me they'll get ACLs and injuries and that because of the result of the Carabao Cup, look up into Colwill. I'm not surprised. But am I going to say to you, don't play any starters?
ACL ain't got nothing to do with no fucking Club World Cup.
I'm not going to do that. Huh?
ACLs are blown every day.
That's my point.
Every day niggas walking down the step. Oop, what happened?
Mandamar implying you're going to get more of them because of the overload. But I'm saying that can happen at any time. I agree with you, Jimmy. That's what I'm saying. You get injured at any time. Am I not going to play Cole Palmer because you might get injured because of the Carabao Cup? No.
So wait, listen to what Rob said. Carabao Cup. So imagine you are Sugo and you're Sanchez. I'm saying Santos and fucking whoever. It's Carabao Cup in the middle of the week. And you go get a start.
Yeah.
Stinks.
When the fuck do I start, coach?
Yeah, exactly. When do I start?
I can't start Carabao Cup.
If we played midweek against, let's say,
he's only gonna play a few fucking minutes midweek.
If we play in midweek against Inter away,
he's not gonna play 90 minutes, Rob.
God.
Your subs don't play 30 minutes, and the next game he only played 30, and then the next game. No, when he rotates, he becomes a starter.
Jimmy, I stand by my opinion. I'm not playing any first
Rob,
team.
Nobody does. Don't you do that on FIFA?
I'm playing academy kids
Is that what you do on FIFA?
In Carabao Cups. I'm not playing I'm not playing very many first teamers. Maybe one or two. That's about it.
Rob, you don't even have that many kids to not play that many first. What do you mean you're not playing that many first teamers?
I'm not. That's just me.
You know what, Rob? We have to see what happens in it. We end this stream off now. We need to end this off.
Yo, you're saying some of the dumbest shit. I'm sorry, that's dumb. That's the dumbest shit I've
ever. Rob, I think this give you that one there. We need to play our squad players, man. No kids. I want to win tournaments.
This nigga said he would. How the fuck you gonna have a locker room when your squad players can't get Carabao Cup games?
And the stream, Jimmy. And when
you ever seen that?
Don't end it. I know you're enjoying the stream, but I've got to go, man. And Jimmy's got to do his watch along.
All right, just on a side note, Fabrizio just reported Colin Mawani is not in any talks in Newcastle. He's
another rejection, yeah? Another rejection. Has she seen the bombers before we leave? Because I always miss a bomber, yeah? No bombers.
There's no bombers. There's no bombers.
It's a bad news day. Someone said to me, are you going to talk about the friendly game? I'm not an Arsenal fan. See how we play. We play good. Starting 11 for friendly game. Don't give a shoot. I don't care. As long as no one gets injured, keep it moving.
Watch us lose 3-0.
I'll go to the gym. I'll have it on in the background, maybe. If we lose the game, I don't care. As long as we... I like Jimmy and Andrew and Rob saying, I want my centre back.
You don't watch preseason games?
No, I do. But not like glued like this. What starting 11 do I want? I'm just whatever's playing, isn't it?
I want to see it tonight. I want to see what
I'm intrigued to see the style of play, but I don't really care about the game that much.
No, I want to see the guys. It's just nice to see because these are important. These two games, they're like we haven't played for like 3 or 4 weeks. Do you know what I mean?
They're not that important.
They are. The performance, the result may not be, but the performance.
No, but Andrew, we played flipping 4 weeks ago. They're not going to forget the style of play.
Yeah, but we. All right. Okay. I disagree.
Right. If we play badly, Andrew, let me tell you this: if we play badly next week against Palace and draw, am I going to get
I will say
excuses
this
about you played 4 weeks?
Just to back Rob on this. There will be rotation in these 2 games. I'll just let you know right now. There will be a heavy rotation in these 2 games.
Hey, Rob, should we play our first team? Yeah? Should you throw this friendly away?
Yeah, should we throw these friendlies away?
Play Gittins, Esteval.
Play Josh in goal, yeah? Play Tyree George. Don't make Tyree George go anywhere. Play him at left mid.
I just play for fun and goal if you have to. I don't really care.
Hey, we have everybody inside. You're even telling people, man, telling me not to end the stream is enjoying it that much. But every single person inside.
Big up.
Yeah, well, I've always caused controversy, which I like. Yeah. And guess what, guys?
Jimmy, it's all love, brother. It's all love.
Yeah, Jimmy and bro are all cool, man.
My stream about
big up.
Yeah, come on. Jimmy, start it now. Yeah, come on, redirect over. People, the season starts next week, so the content's gonna get even better. Because that's all football to talk about.
We got some real content.
Transfers.
Yeah, God.
Some real content. Not
I hate
recycled Garnacho beef with Jimmy, Joey, and Rob and Andrew every week. You know what I'm saying? You get me?
We're talking about games.
Channel shows about Chelsea
Talk
fans.
about some fucking games.
Talk about some football, man. Yeah, big up everyone inside, man. Big up, of course, Rob, who joined. Yeah, Jay as well. Follow his TikTok up. Dewsbury as well. Andrew Winter Surfer, always repping the Chelsea community all the time. And Jimmy as well as me. Subscribe to our channels. Road to 3K for both of us. Jimmy's going live now for the watch along. Cool. You guys enjoy the game, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Love for the love. Shout out Jimmy. Like, subscribe.